campers, we are in third day our Windows Phone developer camp, and I will talk about basic Windows Phone controls. And one of great controls named Wrap Panel comes with a Silverlight toolkit. How you can use this control on your project and integrate it with your projects. Let's begin with basic control of Windows Phone. So this is my project I have prepared before the webinar for you. We will create new project. So run Visual Studio. We'll create a Windows Phone application project. Open projects installations. If you install Windows Phone SDK, not open project, new project. A Windows Phone tile is shown your new project window. So we choose a Windows Phone and Windows Phone app. It named blah 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 phone app 2. Okay. We're choosing Windows operating system 8. Yes. Yes, Visual Studio create a project for us. Yes, let's look at common controls for Windows Phone user experience. What do you need? What are these? You can show these controls on toolbox. Tab, a pointer, button, classic button, canvas. Canvas is a UI which groups your items. And checkbox, content control, or an ellipse, hyperlink button image. It comes with Windows Phone features, panorama item, and panorama control and panorama item are important. So what's the other things? Progress bar that use Windows Phone features. It looks like 3 dots. Processing 3 dots. Radio button, secure bar, it's classically controls, in fact. Text block, web browser at control. These controls come with SDK operating system for operating system 8. Some of controls like wrap panel or toggle switch. Toggle switch old SDK comes with Silverlight toolkit, but I think toggle switch now official SDK. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's also on a Silverlight toolkit. For today we will use a wrap panel, and so the wrap panel requires Silverlight toolkit. So how you can add Silverlight toolkit your project? Let's begin with the reference required for us, and so you must add reference for Silverlight toolkit DLL. So I will create a folder DLLs. Why I'm doing this? Because if you decide to change your project location DLLs, sometimes DLL will be missing when you change your project folder. So you prefer to create a new folder and save your DLLs to this folder for your change location. And DLLs folder we can so you can find the Silverlight toolkit on your SDK. How do you access this control like this. Like this. See program files, Microsoft SDKs under Windows Phone under 7.1 toolkit. You open a window and take the address here. So now you can show Windows Phone Control Toolkits.dlf. Copy it and copy your DLL folder. Paste your DLL folder, yes, and reference it for your project. Browse, and go your application and your newly created folder named DLS and add your DLL. Okay, references. We've added Windows Phone Control Toolkit. So we must add a XML tag for using this toolkit. It's just simply like this. You can add this. You must add this header tag to your project. Okay. Now we can ready to use Web Panel via Windows Phone Control Toolkit, Silverlight Toolkit, in fact. Oh, okay. We can we'll create simple application about Web Panel using Web Panel. So I decided to change my page name, Web Panel Sample. Okay. What's the Web Panel? When I mentioned about a little bit, a Web Panel is a control that enables the developers positioning your items right to left or top to bottom. When your item expands to belong your row, it's automatically going to next row. It's automatically you just determine width and height of your Web Panel. So basically usage of Web Panel is toolkit Web Panel, so like this, and you can add items what do you want to in this area. Yes, I'll copy our project for saving time. Yes, this is very simple. You must open text your Web Panel and you must fill the items of your Web Panel. I can simply add an image my Web Panel into my Web Panel like this. Image height 80, image source image the1.jpg. For my image, I will add a new folder named image, and I will add my two images. First the one that I prepared for you before, and paste this folder. Yes. So this image source image the1.jpg. Yeah. Well, why we are not showing this image? Source is correct. Image, yes, image the1. Okay. So this is the simple way to usage of Web Panel, and another usage of Web Panel. So I will mention about Web Panel item width and item height. Let's look our project. item height and item width. What is the item height and item width? It's just simple. Items that you want position in your wrap panel is the item, so the property of your item's height and your item width. So your item height set 100. I will set the width 100 also, and item width. Last typing. Item width. I've set the 100. And your wrap panel actually width or height width, for example 300, or your height 400, like this. I will decide to change width. Oh no, for okay, it's okay. Yes, that's all. You can look this sample. It's very simple, using a wrap panel and very great controls. I think useful great controls for positioned required position items contents. And what is the another usage of wrap panel? Item template. As an item template, for example, you can use wrap panel for with list picker or list box or long list selector as the item template. You can use wrap panel for with these controls. Yeah, let's see how we can use as a wrap panel as an item template. So we will choose a list box. So and I want to add a stack panel inside to my grid. Yes, stack panel. I'm adding list box on this area. For item template, we'll use list box item template panel item template. I'm just copying for this code. Yes, it's a little bit simple. List box item panel and item panel template has a wrap panel control, and its same properties have same properties width or item width. But item width not in this area. Item width in list box data template. Yes, like this. It's the small differences from the basic wrap panel usage and item panel template usage. Yes, I'm adding the list box item template. Sorry. Okay. Now we will add. We added the data template. Okay, what's the data template contains? A stack panel orientation, horizontal, or you can choose vertical. Oh, also you can simply change your orientation of your wrap panel like this. Orientation, vertical or horizontal. Yes, horizontal. We'll try horizontal. You can simply change your wrap panel orientation. So we will choose horizontal, and also we add some image to list box with wrap panel item template. Its basic usage: all images binding with a data template with an property called temp. So we will create a class, simple class for data. Our image height and width 80, and our wrap panel width 400. If you don't choose your wrap panel actually width, your item is bigger than must be bigger than your item width, because your item width like this 500, but your actual width 400. It's not suitable for wrap panel. Don't obey the rules of the wrap panel. So let's begin with creating some data for list box data template. We can add a class for this. Yes, the image. Okay. I've set some properties for this class, copying of its property to our project. Let's look at an ID and image name and a temp. Temp is interested thing for this project, because we will bind our image source with this data. Temp, yes. So we will create some dummy datas for our wrap panel on page load. For we'll fire the load page event. Okay. We'll simply create a list of items. And add some items, dummy items for list. First property and ID, and also this property types was string. So name and temp. Temp's string important because it must show our folders URI, relative URI. Makes a different image. We need a different image. So I'll add this image to my project. Okay. And I'm typing its name on my relative URL. Okay. So I must add like this property, like this list items, dummy items for the data. So I'll just copying these items for our project. Let's take 3 arguments, but it takes an error for us. What's the error? for this. Oh, not important for us. Okay. We have 3 images, and image 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will bind with our list box. So our list box name. What is our list box name? Oh, one, for example, list box 1, and we will add some codes for the binding. Oh, sometimes it's happen. Oh yes, we are outside the main page load. Sorry. Yes, list box 1, item source. Sorry, item source. We'll give our lists. Okay. It's complete. Let's try with our emulator. Yes, we can see our first basically wrap panel on the screen with Day-1.jpg colored yellow. So we have an error about the list, so we can see the items. Let's look at this. What's our error? What's our mistake on this case? Yes, let's look it. I think it's just only the out of screen, so we can use this list box. Simply we can add a margin for this item like this. Oh, sorry. Let's look. Help. It gets the item. Yeah. So another opportunity. If you can, you will remove the stack panel tags. In fact, I add the stack panel tags for the showing you scroll lever control. So that looks how it looks. Let's loading. Yes, it's not scrolling now. The main content, main grid not scrolling now. Sorry, stack panel not scrolling now, but list box regarding with its property already scrolling. We can add a scroll effect for the stack panel, so we can just a little code for this. So stop with a scroll behavior. because scroll viewer contains one element. So I will add scroll viewer and into a stack panel. So your items. Okay, let's look how it looks. We can see you will see the stack panel is scrolling now. Yes, look like this. Scrolling full content, scrolling list box. Okay, that's all. We will summarizing when we summarizing this day. We will mention about basic Windows Phone controls and some Silverlight Toolkit controls like wrap panel or toggle button. So what is the toggle button? I will show you. Before how I can show you a toggle button. Settings, for example, I remember the settings includes a toggle button, so I can show you. That looks, yeah, this is the toggle button, comes with a Silverlight control toolkit, like this, and we used wrap panel today. Okay, and we can see simply usage for wrap panel, and we can see item panel template usage for wrap panel. Thank you for watching.